this afternoon. All right, I'll get rid of that. What's going on? What's going on? I figured I'd come in here for a little bit this afternoon. Yeah, and some people are asking, what's it with the title? What's it with the title? Pumpkin shortages. Yeah. So apparently in some regions of Canada and the UK and other areas are going through a drought. Oh my God. And even in the US, because a lot of pumpkins from Canada, especially on the East Coast, are exported down to the U.S. And they can't really fill those orders because of the drought, because of the extraordinarily warm weather that we've had this year. It's been long, and you know what? It's long. It's warm now even. I believe it's in the 30s. Of course. Hold on, let me just see. People in the U.S. are going, oh, what the hell? 30? That's cold. No, it's 33. 27 feels like 33 here. So 33, that's Celsius, by the way, guys. That's Celsius. Let's see. I'm always bad at... so that's 91.4 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's pretty warm, but yet at night it gets really cold. It just drops. Pumpkins not allowed. What do you mean pumpkins not allowed? Yeah. I mean, again, like I said, it's in certain regions that their harvest is pumpkins. So they've had to reduce the harvest numbers because of the unusually warm weather that we've had this summer. But and especially on the East Coast, because the East Coast is not used to this kind of warm weather. So that's why they grow pumpkins everywhere. And I'm not saying pumpkin shortages everywhere. It's just in certain regions of North America, primarily in Eastern Canada, parts of the US, and in the UK as well. So let me just see here. So a report, a spooky season drought, heat reducing pumpkin yields in Canadian farms. So the pumpkin patches on a number of Canadian farms are starting to look a little frightening across, because basically they're just rotting. They're not fully growing. Okay, so let me just get down. Normally we count on September rains. Yeah, exactly. And it's been dry, extremely dry. Like, I'm not on the East Coast, but I'll tell you, it's been dry this year, very dry, hot and dry. So parts of Canada have been experiencing droughts. So it's not just pumpkins that have been affected. Corn, you name it, all sorts of things that are usually harvested in the fall have been severely affected in numbers. So let's just see. And of course, let's blame climate control. Oh wait, no, climate change. I don't want to say control, but change. So okay, let me just see. So where did I see it? The numbers. I'm looking at the numbers. Okay, it wasn't this article. Let's see. And I mean, normally the price of pumpkins, depending on the size of them, you can get them for like $4.99 or $5.99. And the prices haven't changed. Hey, Crazy Mark, how are you? Good to see you. Tony, what's going on, Tony? Always good to see Tony. I should say hi to people in chat. Adrian, how are you? Tim, Mr. Wills, good afternoon. I mean, good evening to you now. Laura, always good to see you. I think I've got everyone. Steph, thank you for joining us. Thank you. Again, this is just I just felt I normally come in on a Monday morning, Monday afternoon, and do a little bit of a show. Just recap last night's show primarily, which was a really really cool show. Richard and Peter. Did you guys catch the show last night? I thought it was a pretty good show. And the numbers on the New Visions Radio Network were just incredibly, like 125,000 live listeners. 125,000 live listeners to the show last night. I wish we could transport all those listeners to our YouTube channel. It's, because we've become more and more visual with the show, so more multimedia. But yeah, it's been a slow migration, if you will. Yes, thank you, Mark. Please hit the like button. Yes, it was pretty good, Laura. It's only Peter's only been on. That's his second time on the show, but I know you guys are all familiar with Richard. Richard's been on the show so many times. He's like a permanent fixture here. Well versed, well knowledged when it comes to the paranormal. It's really really cool to have him on here as a regular guest. Hey, fan of Zior, how are you? Good to see you. So yeah, don't sneeze. I mean, that's primarily what we get live listeners about, anywhere from 125 to 150,000 live listeners on the network. And like I said, I'd love to, migrate them here to the YouTube channel. And again, it's been a slow process, but it is what it is. But that's why we tend to keep going on the network, because it's been such it's been good to us over the years. Again, it's been 10 years. We've been on the network 10 years. And we've been contemplating, sadly, it's time to move on. We're talking about just doing YouTube altogether. That's it. I see 33. How are you? Good to see you. It's been a while. So I mean, we're teetering. We're sitting on the fence. Because I mean, for the majority, the interaction that we get is from the YouTube channel. Although the numbers haven't filtered into this. It's again a slow process. I mean, we've had a few people that have listened to the show on the New Vision Radio Network and come here primarily now. A few, not a lot. A lot of people. I guess they tend to enjoy just listening to the show. And it's, because we've opened up to more of a multimedia sort of aspect the last few seasons. It makes it harder to sort of, facilitate the needs of the listeners when you're like constantly showing stuff, when you're visually showing stuff. And you gotta remind yourself, you gotta like kind of give them an audio sort of picture of what you're showing, and it gets lost in the translation a lot of times. But yeah, but again, it was great having those two on. Again, check out their new book, the complete. Let's see, I always. I'm just getting a link up for it so you guys can check it out. That's the Kindle. I don't know. I'll get the. Here's the actual. I hate these long things. Anyways, the book is The Complete Paranormal Investigative Handbook. Investigation Handbook, a comprehensive guide for ghost hunters. And let me tell you, Richard, 46 years of investigating the paranormal and researching with a very comprehensive background, in surveillance and police work, investigation. And Peter Rowe coming on, about 14. I think he said 2011. He became a part of this searcher group, which is the name of Richard's group. And they've done some really, really big locations and some very, very hardcore research. One primarily the CNE, the exhibition grounds, which is no small feat, and access to all the buildings to do an 18. I think what did he say? 8 or 18-month research and investigation. Project that yielded some interesting results. And again, you can check out his stuff at the searcher group. Let me just see. Where are we? You think I'd have this thing up and ready? I'm always bad at bringing this stuff, but there we go. It's taking forever. Okay, go. Maybe it's okay. There we go. Hold on. And here we go. There's the group, and if you're looking for the book, I wish this link. There's probably a shorter link for the book. But again, it's in the show description. Oh, no, it didn't take. Hold on. Okay, let's see. There we go. It's a huge, huge link. Oh, forget it. I don't know if that goes through. Let's see. No. Forget it. Oh, right here. Okay. So the second link. So there you go. There's the book. If you're looking to purchase a book, I would highly suggest it, recommend it. Again, his work in the field has been phenomenal over the years. Jimmy, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Drinking this afternoon. What am I drinking? I'm having one of my... I've got this guy right here. And I don't mind advertising these guys because we've had the guys on the show in the past. But there it is. It's in a pale ale called Heat Death by Third Moon Brewing. But there you go. I will put a link up. Again, I'll go for a little while, depending. But there we go. There's the link. I'll pin it, and it's pinned. What is it with these? I don't know. When did this start anyways? This the ticker on the YouTube channel with the chat. When did that start? I just noticed it over the last few days. It's quite annoying, to be honest. Mm. I did, Steve. I made contact with Boxer Brewing. Was it Boxer Rock Brewing, which is in Halifax, and they're gonna have more in stock come Wednesday. And wonderful. But the good thing is they have Canada wide uh, shipping. But the thing is, Canada's main post, Canada Post, is on strike. So I don't know how the hell they're going to be able to ship it now. I don't think they're allowed to ship it through UPS or FedEx or whatever. I don't think they're allowed to. I think the only way they're allowed to ship is through Canada Post. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. You mean the top? No, not the top fans. I know that. The ticker thing across. Let me look. Hold on. Is it just me or what? Talking about this. Look on the screen. Oh, come on. Oh, this thing's a pain in the ass. Is it just me that's because I've noticed it on other channels too, and I'd love to turn it off, but I can't figure it out. If it's like that ticker across this top of the screen every time somebody puts something in chat. All right. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, I'm probably just talking gibberish, but and maybe it's something that I only see. I don't know, but it doesn't make sense because I've been on other channels and watching their live streams, and yeah, same thing, same thing. So for those of you in the UK, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but I grabbed this because it's kind of like a fall thing. I like the tin, and I haven't tried their British sweets. Um, I haven't tried them yet, but I like the can, and you know what? Caramelized toffee apple. Mm. But those of you in the UK, are you familiar with that? Uncle Joe's favorites. I was going to say, does that look like Joe? Uncle Joe's favorites. But I love the tin, right? Nice and Halloweeny, right? Yeah, pretty cool. Um, but yeah, like I said, the local British shop has got a crap load of new stuff in. I got, like I said, container full of stuff. Okay, so I'm just reading where it's from. Toffee Works. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's like I said, I haven't tried them. I have to open the tin. Hold on, let me open the tin. I need something to open the tin with. not gonna work. Oh well. Yes, caramelized toffee apples. So yeah, it's supposed to taste like toffee apples, and it's just plain toffee, flavored toffee. Oof. Uh, I do use I do have a fog machine. Yes, crazy Mark. I do have a fog machine. I might incorporate a new one this year. In fact, today I will be starting. I will be starting the Halloween display this week. In fact, and I will be showing you guys obviously the final setup. I don't know if I do. I did I put up last year's here. I can't. Let's see. Go to the channel. I can't believe I have not put it up here. Let's see, videos. Maybe it's in there. I can't believe I didn't share it last year. I always share it last year. Last year, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, you know what? I didn't share it here. But I will be doing this too. Hold on. As soon as the commercial stop. I absolutely love this place. Hi, B. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, are they good? I haven't tried them yet, B. I mean, they sound like so, like I said, tasty. I had to grab them, and they're. Mm, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm looking forward to doing this too, like cornfield at night. But there you go. That cornfield at night. It is awesome. It is awesome. I love them. I haven't tried. No, I know. I gotta try it. Like I said, I'm trying to find something to open this with. God dang it! Where the hell? I don't have anything up here to open them with. Stupid tins. Oh, they don't. You don't go well. Why? Oh, spiders. As I can tell, impossible aliens. Oh, I love cornfields at night, especially at night. They're amazing. Okay, I don't have anything. What the hell? Give me a sec. Hold on. Let me just see. get something. Hold on. Where the heck did it go? Nope. Hold on. What's this here? Okay, no. Hold on, let's see here. I don't have the unedited version. I thought I did. I don't know the unedited version. Okay, you need to go. Yeah, let's create some crap circles. Wow. Yeah, no deer in that one. The only issues have been coyotes. People have come across some coyotes, but nothing major. So, hold on. I know I have something to open this with. Of course, I took all my tools. Why did I do that for? I took all my tools. Wait, give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna get something to open this up. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so I've got something to open the tin. Let's take a look inside the tin. Candy apple. Candy apple toffee. Can't really smell it, but there you go. Packed in a huge bag. And they're individually wrapped. Let's see, let's get one open here. There you go. All right, let's see. Let's give this sucker. Doesn't really smell. Definitely. What? What do you want? Yes. The flavor, the flavor is subtle. It's subtle. Doesn't taste good with beer. Let me tell you that. I don't know. It's just very subtle. Very subtle. I don't know if I'm really crazy about them. No. I'm not really getting the. You get a little bit of toffee. Flavor pop, yeah. Could be just because of the beer. I mean, they're okay. Probably if I wasn't drinking beer. Hey, Michael, how are you? Yeah. That's what it looks like. Not a fan. I'd have to eat them without the beer. Sorry, guys. But it does taste. It does taste like candy apple toffee beer. Now. Now it does. It does taste like it. Definitely tastes like it now. Overall, they're not bad. I'd probably have to have it without, without beer, obviously. The beer and they clash. They clash. They definitely clash. Hold on. They definitely clash. But they're not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so what else? Okay, so basically, we're gonna have a meet and greet coming November 15th. Let me just look at the calendar. November 15th, Saturday. We're gonna have a meet and greet at an English pub. So obviously, those of you who are in the area or who would like to travel, have nowhere to go, and would like to come out, then you're more than welcome. We're gonna have a meet and greet for Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Yeah. So about a month from now, close to a month from now, in November. We wanted to do it in October. It's just things just are just so busy before October. During October. It's just like you can't get anything done in October. So basically, we decided to do it November 15th. This will be the first time we're doing this for the show. And those who are, supporters of the show, who listen to the show, who watch the show here on YouTube or on the, listen to it on the New Visions Radio Network and have supported the show over the years. And we've had a few people ask if we can have some sort of a gathering. So we're going to have one November 15th, and that's cool. Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably do a live. We'll do something live. Absolutely. We'll probably do something live. Yeah, we'll probably do something live. I'm sure we will. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know how long of a live we'd do, but we'd probably do something live just to sort of include a lot of you guys who watch the show and aren't able to sort of make it in person. That's what we want to do with the Urbageddon 2, which is happening on October 25th. We would like to cover that as well. So we're looking for somebody who doesn't mind while they're there, and might be able to cover for a little bit for live on our show if possible. Again, that's October 25th there in the UK. So this is the third one, and after watching some of the vids from the first one, and then again the second one, I'm like, man, I wish I was closer. I would love to be a part of it. Love to pop in there and just have a few pints with everybody. It's really really cool to see the closeness of the community. I mean, and this year they're doing Urbex meets the paranormal, which is cool because they're closely related. I mean, in some ways, obviously, in many ways, very very closely related. But anyways, yeah, we would love to cover that's a Saturday as well. It would be earlier here because I think it probably starts probably early 7 p.m. roughly. I mean, they're probably going to go the Friday night too. I know last year they were doing Friday night gathering and having pre-drinking sort of thing. So yeah, we would love to cover the Saturday night when everyone's there. So that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, okay. Uh, and I again love to thank everybody who's donated to us to help us out with the paying for the year of StreamYard, and buying merch. I mean the new Mothman shirt. It's been the most popular T-shirt so far. So let me see here. Hold on. Over here. And just to give you an idea. And obviously, so there's the T-shirt. Again, amazing. A lot, the artwork turned out a lot better than I thought it would. And again, I might even grab the zip down hoodie as well. But there you go. There's the T-shirt. You know, I love the Mothman logo. I think it's awesome. Let's see here, and again, nothing on the back. But we also have it in the full hoodie zip up. Again, this is the back of the hoodie. And the front has the traditional logo right there on the breast there. On the back. And I think I might grab one of these. Pretty cool. And for those who've been asking, we also have ball caps now. People have been asking for ball caps, but there's the new ball cap that just dropped. Unfortunately we're not able to do the Mothman one because too many colors and it makes it tough to embroider, I guess. But so, anyways, there's the traditional logo on the ball cap. Let's see here, and again, there's the back of it. Let's see, and then of course we got the woodlot zip down, the dark woodlot. Which is another popular one. A lot of people like this one. So yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah. And I want to thank people who have bought merch already. A few people have bought merch. Really appreciate it. Again, that is going into helping us with StreamYard for the whole year. That and those of you who have made donations, we would like to thank you wholeheartedly for doing that. We are getting so close to paying for the whole year. I think we got maybe another 100 to go, 150, something like that to go, and then we could pay for the whole season, the rest of the season. So guys, thank you to you already that have donated or bought merch or so on and so on. We really appreciate it. It's very helpful. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And there we go. So once again, the link is pinned to the top. If anybody wants to pop in here for a little bit, I'll go for a little bit longer, maybe about another half hour, depending. If not, then I will probably shut this down for another day. I'm on holidays this week. This week I'm on vacation, so I'm not doing anything this week. I'm just doing stuff around the house, around the studio, and of course, getting things ready for Halloween. So I will probably get the cemetery up and running. I usually do that early to give people a sense of what is to come. I don't know if I'm going to change it up this year. I may change it up. I think instead of, I'm thinking I might change it up, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right? But I'm going to start that this week. It's a process. There's a lot of things that go into the workings of this display, and I know a lot of people have kind of cheaped out this year. Not necessarily money wise, but I mean they went and buy these big ass skeletons at Home Depot, the 12-footers, and just plot it down, and that's it. Oh, it's scary. I mean, they're neat, don't get me wrong. But let's be a little bit more creative. Be creative. Be creative. I've built a lot of the stuff that I use. I mean, I've bought props, don't get me wrong. I've got a lot of stuff that I've bought over the years. And to be honest, they are getting... They're getting old. Some of them I might have to retire for good. I might have to retire them for good because they've seen better days. They've seen better days. Now my Jason Voorhees has almost had it. And it sucks. When you put them up and take them down, put them up and take them down, they get worn. They get weathered, they get worn, and like anything, they just don't last forever. I remember buying, I remember buying the this Satan or devil at Home Depot years ago, before they started bringing the animatronics. And this prop was actually really cool. And unfortunately, it didn't last long. It just like the wiring that makes up the body, it was snapping. It was just cheaply made. And that's what happens when you buy stuff at these places. They're cheaply made because they're mass manufactured, so they're cheaply made. And as there used to be a place here not too long ago that would import all sorts of, unique props into its thing and have, a display on the front of the store. This is like a big warehouse along one of the major highways here. And they'd always have like a huge display in the front of it. You walk in, there'd be a display to walk in. And when you walked in, there'd be displays inside the store. And, some of the prices were crazy, and I can understand why, because a lot of those props that they were selling, they were solid, man. Solid. And one of a kind, really. I mean, there was probably only a handful made, maybe 5, if that 5 were made. So, I mean, they were pretty damn solid. It is hard to find good quality nowadays. It really is. Because everything is so mass produced. Yeah, the hat. We've had a few people ask about the hat, and we finally put one up there. So, yeah, go nuts. And again, anything you guys buy merch wise, it goes right into helping us pay for the whole year on StreamYard. Like I said, I'm working on Streamlabs. I'm still not fully comfortable with it, so for the time being, we I think for what we need, I think we're going to try to pay for StreamYard for the year, and then given that, we will probably make the transition to Streamlabs once I'm much more comfortable with it. But I've heard a lot of a lot of cons with Streamlabs. There's a lot of pros, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of cons. And that being one of the largest is being customers tech support. It's not the best. It's not the best. But like I said, we'll see. But for the meantime, for what we need and what we want to do is just finish off this season 18. Holy crap, season 18. It's still just like, wow. I can't believe we've been doing this for 18 years. Well, almost 18 years. It'll be 18 years in September for this. 18 years in September. Officially. 18. I started this 2 years, roughly about 2 years after I formed Southern Ontario Paranormal Society. And primarily, that was what this was, Nocturnal Frequency Radio was supposed to be all about. Just being a platform for the group. Sharing our experiences, our adventures, and evidence. I hate using that word. No matter what, I just hate using it. But what our findings, what we were getting, and so on and so on. And I do like to keep it that way. Even to this day on the show, I will bring the gang on because it's been 20 years. We're celebrating. September 30th was our 20th anniversary. 20 years as a society, as a paranormal society, 20 years of investigating and researching the paranormal. A lot of people don't make it. They don't make it past 5 years. A lot of groups, they don't make it past 5 years. Because let me tell you, a lot of people get into this thinking, oh my God, it's fun. We're going to get all sorts of evidence. We're going to see ghosts. We're going to see demons. We're going to see this. We're going to see that. And then when they realize it's 99.9% fucking boring. This isn't what I was looking for. Screw that shit. Screw that shit. You know? It's like, why bother? You know, getting into a field that, you know, it is highly exploited. It is very exploited. I mean, a lot of you know, it is very exploited. Anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes with the paranormal. And it's sad because there's no regulation. Hold on a sec here. Let's see here. Excerpt from last night with Richard Palmisano and Peter Rowe. And I have to say, wow, I could not believe how active the chat was with questions. We absolutely love that, you know. Okay, hold on. So you got to bring meaning to that data. I'll be right back. I mean, if you collect all that data, what's the point of collecting it? What good's it if you can't make meaning of it?
Yeah,
you know.
Well, so, and share it. Share it.
Exactly.
Share it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody might have been collecting data for a decade, and then you go out and you hit upon something so important you don't even realize what you have that this person's been looking for that has all the other stuff, and you have that missing puzzle piece that they've been looking for that would just open the door to something remarkable. Mm-hmm. And you go, I don't know what it means, and you don't share it. Mm-hmm. You know, what's the point?
Mm-hmm. That's that collaboration piece.
And I did an article. It's on the Llewellyn Paranormal Journal website. Mm-hmm. And I see on social media, I see a lot of people displaying their equipment. They have tables full of equipment, right? Mm-hmm. Voice recorders and spirit boxes, surveillance equipment, all kinds of meters, everything you can imagine. But there's always something missing. And so I did an article on it. And the big thing that they're missing is very specific environmental meters to detect things like mold, infrasound.
Big one, yep.
Barometric pressure.
Yep.
Yeah. Just is there slight gas leak? Is there what's the air quality in the building? Like a home inspection. Because we can't say it's paranormal. How can we just jump in and say it's paranormal until we remove all the naturally occurring things?
Yep.
Once we remove that, well, you may have something interesting.
That's the thing. That's the portion,
Right, and this is where you're coming back to the scientist. Well, did you check for this stuff? They're going to say no because they don't own the equipment. So make an investment. You've already spent tens of thousands of dollars on all these other equipment. Get the stuff that'll tell you right away, is it paranormal or is it not? And the chance is once you take all that stuff off the list, you might have something interesting.
Mm-hmm. Richard, what would you recommend? Like, I mean, I know what I use, but I mean, what would you recommend for collecting for recording infrasound?
Yeah. So infrasound's it's a
Mm-hmm.
tough thing to get, right? Because you're dealing in low, very low frequencies. But I can detect that with my some of the surveillance equipment I use because
Yeah.
they're set to 10 hertz. So that's 10 hertz below human hearing. So if
Yeah.
I'm detecting that hum and that signal, plus I use a frequency counter, a handheld frequency counter,
Mm-hmm.
and I look for these frequencies.
Yeah.
Those are the easiest ways. I mean, there's more complicated, more expensive. You can spend tens of thousands of dollars on equipment for sound. But
I
those
I
are the
just
things I.
I just purchased a new tool that is actually
Yeah.
really good at collecting infrasound. It's a new puppy.
Bring it.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
I call them Scooby Doo. No, I'm just kidding. But no. Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. Below 10 hertz. Exactly. And that's excuse me. All right. Okay. Let me hold on a sec here. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Let me just get rid of this. Hey, Helena, how are you? How are you? How you doing? Love the photos from Ireland. I've been checking that out. That's pretty cool. I believe it was Ireland, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Nope, get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, there we go. All right, for some reason I'm I don't know what it is with YouTube. I could be wrong here, but hold on, let me just get rid of that. But like I said, I keep getting those messages every time I go back into YouTube, and they just ticker across the screen. I don't know what it is. I've never known. Like I said, I just started noticing. Hold on. Hmm. Let me see here. It is strange. I mean, I guess it's just me. Maybe I don't know if you guys have noticed that on YouTube. Is it like a new YouTube thing? I don't know. I can't seem to figure out where to go to stop it from happening. Oh, stop. Let me just. I think somebody said they had noticed it before too. But it's not just on here. I've noticed it. Like I said, I've watched some of the other live streams, and same thing. You know, you leave, you come back, and then every time you come back, something. Let me see. Leave, come back, and then all the messages go filter, go, ticker across the screen. Quite literally. Let me just see. Hold on. I'm going to. Okay, what I'll do. Go back. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so there. All right, this is what I mean. Like, how do you stop that? Because that's annoying as shit. And it's like every time you leave the page and then you come back in, and it recaps. And like I said, I've tried a few things to get rid of it, and it's not been successful at all. Hold on. Okay. Get rid of that. The chat is awfully quiet now. It was hopping last night during the show. It was hopping. I mean, the amount of questions that were being asked to Richard and Peter were incredible. Some really, really intelligent and intriguing questions. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Let me just get rid of this. Hey, Julie, how are you? Good to see you. And yeah, Julie was in chat last night too. I mean, if you guys missed the show, check it out. It was incredible. Great, great show. With two really, really cool people that I absolutely. Let me just. I'll put it in chat there for you guys to go check out once we're done here if you want. There's the link for the last night's show. 125,000 live listens on the New Visions Radio Network. 125,000 live listens. I mean, that's about average. What we normally get. We normally get between 125,000 and 150,000 live listens. So it would be nice if we can like sort of migrate them over here, right? It's really tough to migrate people who like listening to the show on the radio. It's really tough. It's equally as tough trying to remember that, now that we're doing it here on YouTube, to sort of facilitate those who are listening to the show still. Because now we're like visually, moving, translating everything into, not translating, but migrating it to more of a visual show, multimedia show. And speaking of this week, I will be going out to shoot some content to upload here on the channel for. I will give you like a little niblet, if you will. It's an abandoned golf course that I've been meaning to get to. I will be going out there probably tomorrow to go film the content tomorrow. So, and I will be probably making it available by the end of the week, if not the following day. Like I said, I'm on vacay this week. I'm not doing anything. I just, work free, and just looking to, get shit done around the house, the Halloween decor and other stuff. So that is going to be the primary goal this week. And once everything's up and running, I will share it with you. But like I said, I will share as I go along. Last year's, let me see. Do I have last year's? I don't know if I have last year's. I do have last year's. No, this is. Hold on. Maybe this is last year's. I think this was last year's. So here's last year's. This is last year's. I can't remember. Hold on. Did I have? Yeah. Hold on. There's an Nosferatu there, and there's Jason Voorhees. I didn't have them going though. This was. I think this was after the Trick or Treaters. But there you go. There you go. That's a little snippet of what it looked like last year. Hold on. This is 2 years ago. I think. Let's see. Let me see. 2 years ago. Let me watch this. Make sure it's. And this was taken during the day. I just this was 2 years ago. Hold on. I'm gonna rewind it. And during the day. So there you go. There you got an idea of what it looks like year after year. 2022 was the first time I brought them all back out after the vid. People are going, you can't put them all up. You know, there's not going to be any trick or treating. And I'm like, screw you. I will bring, I will put it all up, and I put it all up. What was it? 2021 or 2022. Or sorry, 2020 or 2020. I think 2020 Halloween. Let me just see here. Because of the lockdowns and so on and so on, I'm going back into the annals. All right, here we go. That's 19. So I did, even though they said, no, you can't really do too much during the vid. I still did it, but I had it set up so, you know, you could still give the kids candy. They were able to go get their own out of a bucket. And let's see here. I had, experimenting a little bit. Let's just see here. Trying to make it work, obviously. And, I had this guy sitting down, greeting the kids. Greeting the kids. And look at that, some Monster Munch. Monster Munch. video. We won number. I actually won the best house decorating. I was number 2, which I think should have been number 1. But whatever, it is what it is. Okay. So yeah. Anyways, all right. Nobody's coming up. I will probably shut this down in maybe another few minutes, unless somebody decides they want to come up. No show this Sunday night. It is Canadian Thanksgiving, so no show this Sunday night. We are back. What date? We're back the 19th with the Dark Discussions. James Friday House will be with us, and a few other people I will be announcing very soon. I will be announcing that very soon, actually. I'm just looking at this. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the 19th. Let's see. And once again, if you want to donate, absolutely, Steve, thank you. We would love to get that set up, indeed, to bring John on. Once again, if you'd like to donate, hold on. If you'd like to donate to the cause, help us out with StreamYard for the year. You can do so at PayPal right here. Information's there, and I will put it up in the chat. Just let me just. And once again, all the donations go back into paying for the for this year, for the whole year of StreamYard. And we really appreciate and thank those who've already donated. Or you can buy some merch. Again, the merch, all the sales to the merch goes into this same fund to help us pay for the whole year. If you do make a donation through PayPal, please leave a message and let us know that you donated. You donated and what it's for. Because we would like to thank you personally, obviously, for making that donation. And everybody that has. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have made donations already. We're about, give or take, like I said, we're about probably about $150 dollars off our goal. About $150. I mean, we could do that. That's easy. Come on, guys. $150. That's all. I think we have to. Our goal will be reached at $150 US, which will be. It's easy. And if you do make a donation, thank you in advance. Because primarily what we want to do is we want to give you the best. In terms of people in the paranormal and so on and so on. High strangeness, guests that, I think you guys would be really interested. And of course, if you guys have a suggestion, please let us know. Leave it in the comment section or email us at nocturnalfrequencyradio@gmail.com. Or if you're part of our Facebook or Discord, leave a message there. Any suggestions on topics you'd love to hear on the show, please let us know. We absolutely we depend on what you guys like to hear. I mean, we this is why we do this show, why we do the show on Sunday nights, you know, to bring you what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear, the conversation, because yeah, there are a lot of shows out there. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good, paranormal talk shows, whatever, on YouTube and so on and so on. There's shitloads, but there's a lot of crap ones. So we're trying our best to bring you some of the best, if possible. And some of the guests out there that we figure will literally stimulate your thought process. We do have some people that are questionable, but hey, that's a part of the biz. That's a part of it, right? There are a lot of people out there that you have to question. You have to question, and rightfully so. But anyways, if you do make a donation, please leave a message in PayPal to let us know that you made the donation, because we'd love to thank you personally. And thank you in advance if you do. Really appreciate it. Really do. And again, if you do buy merch, let us know. Let us know. Because we would love to thank you. Again, we've kind of thanked people who have already bought merch and donated. There's been a few of you that have bought stuff merch wise. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. So anyways, I think that's about it. Yeah. Until I'll probably pop in here again another afternoon before the weekend. If I got some time, I will pop in here. Until then, guys, take care. We're back with Dark Discussions on October the 19th. No show this Sunday night due to the Canadian Thanksgiving holidays. But until the 19th, guys, take care, be well, and thank you for joining me this afternoon. And grab some merch. Throw a donation our way if you can, if possible. Until then, guys, take care, be well.